And welcome to another episode of This Week in Wrestling, where we touch on all things wrestling the week of January 4th. I'm your host, RTP and ANT in HD, and next to me is RTP JON. We don't got nothing for him. How you doing, John, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. Happy New Year.
Mm-hmm.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yeah.
Absolutely.
2025 was a good year of wrestling, and this week of wrestling was actually pretty decent too. Pretty happy with it. Also, sorry about the horrible camera quality. I forgot my webcam at my girlfriend's place.
Starting off 2026 right. No New Year's resolutions, just bad cam quality as it should be. This week in wrestling was very interesting, to say the least. I think SmackDown had a lot of great notes, and I think that's exactly where I want to start. Let's just go right into the fucking meat of the episode. Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes, first of all, has to go 45 minutes with all the commercials involved. And secondly, I really think Drew McIntyre has to win.
I put because I wrote my notes in order. So at the very end, it was like Cody versus Drew being a singles match, a falls count anywhere, then a steel cage match. I am praying Drew wins. I don't trust him to do the right thing. Drew losing this would be like, I genuinely would be so upset.
Who wins what stip?
I don't know.
Who wins what stipulation?
I think Cody is going to win the singles match just to prove it.
I agree.
I think Drew is going to win the falls count anywhere match, and then I think Drew's going to win the steel cage match, and I think like the Vision's going to screw over Cody or some bullshit like that. You know what I mean? Or maybe Chris Jericho comes back and shoots Cody Rhodes. No, okay.
He puts Cody Rhodes on the list.
You just made the list. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
I don't think it's bad if Drew just fucking sweeps Cody the second half. I think if
we're seeing a steel cage match, there's no way we're not getting to the steel cage match, though.
Yeah, has to be. If we get a 2-0 sweep, that's ugly. But I think if any interference, it's probably Randy. I have some. I want to. I guess storylines that could come out of this, and I wanted to run them by you and see what you think.
All right.
Wait, talk really quick. Your mic kind of glitched out.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Cool.
All right. First off, let's say hypothetically Drew wins, right? With what we saw on SmackDown, what if we get Sammy versus Drew at Mania with Sammy winning the Rumble? Thoughts on that?
Sammy versus Drew at Mania would be legendary. Personally, I think they're going to stick Sammy with one of the new NXT guys for Mania. I think that's a real safe person to put the NXT guys with for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like Sammy versus Drew. I think Sammy's going to be stuck with the NXT guys for a little bit, like getting Trick established. Maybe even Oba when Oba comes up because he's got those vignettes going on right now.
Yeah.
But I love that. I do love the idea of Sammy versus Drew and Sammy beating Drew for the title.
Mania, finish the story. Yeah, I could see one of those NXT guys eliminating Sami Zayn from the Rumble, and that's how we get to that feud. What about this one? I think this is a very realistic way for them to go. Drew wins. We get Sammy versus Drew at Saturday night's main event, which is in Montreal. So we get the title match in his hometown. Drew McIntyre beats Sami Zayn. We get Drew versus we get Drew versus Cody at Royal Rumble the week after. Drew gets screwed because he has to do back-to-back matches in back-to-back weeks. And then we get Cody versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania. What do you think about that?
Cody and Randy needs to happen and happen soon. If Cody's going to be doing this monumental heel turn, which I think should be sooner rather than later, I think it would be interesting to see Sammy and Cody do a number one contenders match because there was that little thing they had on SmackDown talking to each other. Yeah. Cody was like, "What the hell, man? You want to go for the title? It's my title, man." And then Sammy's like, "But man, I want the title, man." You know, like they kind of did that stupid babyface thing. But I think it'd be funny if Cody lost to Drew and then Cody loses to Sammy in a surprise win. Sammy beats Cody Rhodes for the number one
Roll up.
contender to fight Drew at Mania. You know what I mean? It's like this is like the start of a story, and I think Cody would love
Very
to do the favor.
Very similar to Sammy Gunther for the IC title, where Sammy upset Gable.
Exactly.
It would be the same storyline, which I'm okay with. I think another one, I could see Drew keeping the title away from Cody. Maybe they want to have this extended Cody no title run, so Cody doesn't win the title back till SummerSlam. So Drew beats Cody, and then we get Drew versus Randy at Mania, which is a feud we saw a lot during COVID. And Randy takes the title off of Drew, and everyone's all mad. Oh, it should have been Cody. Randy should have won it from Cody. But then we end up getting Randy versus Cody at Mania, but Randy goes in as a champion. What do you think about that?
I personally don't have a desire to see Randy versus Drew.
Okay.
It'll be a good match, but I think the heat is Cody versus Randy.
I agree.
I think the heat's there. I think the money's there. I think that's a way better selling. You could have the title, you could not have the title. Randy's heel turn on Cody or Cody's heel turn on Randy. Either way you see it, I think that's the next match. I mean, you kind of get not evolution, you get Legacy's sort of reunion and the feud that we've always wanted with them. Drew versus Randy, like you said, we did see it in COVID era, but I don't know. I would like to see Cody versus Randy versus Drew again before Randy wraps it up, because I think Drew is just a great worker, especially with someone that can move Randy around like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think I would prefer to see Randy and Cody next, especially if Cody's dropping the title.
Yeah.
Maybe even like what I said with Sammy, but it's Randy versus Cody for the number one contender. And Randy's like, it's my turn. And then Randy punts Cody off TV to get the title, and that's his heel. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I need Randy to go heel.
He could go heel within 5 seconds and not even like it's such an easy heel turn for him. Like it's right there. He's like Big Show. You know what I mean? Like
just
like where he's like
whatever you want.
Heel turn in the same promo and face turn in the same promo. It doesn't matter. You can turn him heel, and then you could turn Randy heel now, turn him back to face at the Rumble, then turn him back heel before Mania. Like it doesn't matter.
And no one would
I want to see Cody.
Yeah,
no one would. But I want to see Cody versus Randy first and foremost for Cody's next big feud. And I don't necessarily think the title needs to be on him. But if Drew has the title, there's a lot of interesting routes you can go with new guys. Like Sammy, for instance, like you said, even Gunther, you know what I mean? Like you can even have Punk get involved with that. If Punk loses his title to Seth or whatever, like, you know, they don't care.
I don't need to see that anytime soon.
I don't either. But like they could,
but
you know.
Drew is a realistic bad guy for one of these NXT guys to surprisingly win a title.
But Femi versus Drew.
Ooh. Ilya versus Drew.
Jacob Fatu is going to be back into the picture soon too.
Fatu, yeah.
Hopefully.
There's a lot of guys. But I do feel like this Raw the SmackDown did a good job at establishing, okay, Drew's in the main event, Randy's in the main event, Sammy's in the main event, and Cody's in the main event. These are
you got Trick and Sammy. You got Trick talking about it too, though. That's the craziest part.
Yeah,
the NXT guy Trick Williams is like, I want to be a world champion. Like he didn't shoot. He's told to say that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. This is crazy. SmackDown is leveling up.
Yeah. So let's kind of talk about that. SmackDown this week. This is gonna come off the wrong way. I don't want to sound like I'm trying to be opposite of everyone. I didn't love SmackDown this week, but I love where it's going, if that makes sense. I do think this is the baseline, bare level kind of for SmackDown. John's dog said hello, by the way. That's what they were saying. This is the baseline kind of level for SmackDown. This is what it is going to be in the future. And I love seeing Trick Williams. I love seeing Mello. I love seeing Matt Cardona. Even Kit Wilson's new the backdrop for his entrance I thought was fire. I think there's a lot that's being set up. Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona, a lot being set up. But the setup it's good, and I love that everyone sees the direction, but it's just not the epic SmackDown that I thought everyone was making it seem online.
Yeah, I forgot about Kit Williams completely. Like, I was like, oh shit. What's funny is at first I thought it was just like a small town jobber. I literally at first, I'm not even kidding you, I was like, they brought in somebody with this crazy gimmick, and he's actually pretty good on the mic, and then they said Kit Williams. I was like, oh, wait a second, I completely forgot But
Yeah, I mean, I
I thought
don't.
it was good though. But Matt Cardona gave him a lot of offense in that fight. I mean, that match.
What kind of pissed me off is I don't think that Matt Cardona should have returned against a Kit Wilson. Like, I think it could have been if imagine if Matt Cardona replaced Randy in the opening segment and fucking hit the Miz with the Rough Rider. Like that would have felt cool. But I guess they're establishing him as a mid carder, which is completely fine. I just wish that he could have got a little bit more. I wish he could have got more than Kit Wilson. I do think though this Kit Wilson character is setting up a pretty deadly return and a pretty deadly reunion, and it's gonna be Elton Prince, I think his name is. Saves Kit Wilson from this toxic masculinity. And maybe who knows, maybe this is Pretty Deadly the musical. Maybe this is Pretty Deadly the musical and we're watching it live and in action.
Honestly, what's funny is you mentioned Matt Cardona being in the first segment with the Miz instead of what happened. That actually would have been really decent. Imagine how funny it would have been if Kit Wilson, sorry, I said Kit Williams, but Kit Wilson comes out and he's like, "I'll fight anyone," and it's just Randy Orton's music hits.
Yeah, bro. Imagine fucking RKO's him. And
You
it could have
know,
been a
and then, but
spot.
it could even have gone 12 minutes. You know what I mean? It actually could have
Yeah.
been a cool moment for him to put Kit over a little bit more than the usual. But put Matt Cardona in the beginning with the Miz, which is cool, and then you put Randy Orton against this young guy that like you would never have guessed in a million years that Kit Wilson would ever have a match with Randy Orton.
Dream match.
You know what I mean? And then like that would have been so cool too. You know, that would have been viral moment. You know, for both of them, it would have been two viral moments instead of just one. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it overall. Like you said, it was underwhelming, but I do like the direction they're going.
I
Nothing
agree.
was wrong. There was nothing wrong with what they did. The 3 hours didn't feel like 3 hours to me. It felt faster paced than even Raw gets. But yeah, I
I
don't
kind
know.
of felt
I
like
really liked it.
the matches went a little long. I think it kind of hurt a lot of the match quality. But I understand why, because they're missing the Jade Cargill Michin match because of Michin's injury. So that's why Johnny Gargano versus Carmelo Hayes, two amazing workers. I think if you cut 5 minutes off that match, it's a 3.5, 4-star match. But to me, it was just like a very solid match. It wasn't anything to go home, go crying about. Yeah, I love the stuff with Trick Williams though and Jordan Grace. I think Jordan Grace is going to be a big time player in SmackDown. I think she's someone that could come in there and have an amazing feud with Julie off rip. And I think someone needs to take that title away from Jade Cargill. And I think it's going to be Bianca at Mania. But if Bianca isn't ready to go, I would not be mad if it's Jordan Grace at all.
I feel like Bianca's ready to go, and they're just
You
waiting
think
for the
so?
perfect moment or right moment.
Rumble.
I mean, like, I'm not saying I've ever done anything sort of as athletic as she's done. Like, obviously, she's a whole other level of athlete that I'll never even even comprehend. But I've broken my fingers before. It sucks, but it doesn't take that long to heal from. I think it's literally more so the timing. Like, if they plugged her in right now, where they're still trying to build Jade up to be this monster, not successfully, if you ask me.
Second.
But I think honestly, if they just let, I don't know. We just need to see more AEW style wrestling matches in here. Like these matches were long for WWE matches. For
I agree.
WWE matches and WWE pacing, it felt long. But
I agree.
if we're gonna have these long matches, let them fucking work. You got Johnny Gargano, Carmelo Hayes. You know what I mean? You got Sami Zayn. You got all these guys that we know can go at that level. If we got these longer matches, let them go. Let them go.
And I don't think they did. I felt like the Johnny Gargano Carmelo Hayes match should have been an amazing match in the whole 30 minutes or however long it took. But it was just good. You know, I felt like there was moments where I was like, oh shit, like we don't get this often in WWE. And then they would go right back to that slow kind of style. And I just don't want to see that from Carmelo and Johnny Gargano. I would rather see them moving like Ricochet, Will Ospreay, because they can. If this match was a 30-minute AEW match between these two people, this would be a match of the year contender.
Yeah, and I think it's the old heads that are just like, look, I love Gunther. That dude was jokingly / not jokingly my number one wrestler of the year, but not everybody needs to wrestle like him just because the old heads really like that style. it makes it so that when you get someone like Carmelo Hayes and you put him in there with a real feud with Gunther eventually down the line, which needs to happen. I'm sorry, just needs to happen at some point. Even someone like Carmelo should retire Gunther. You know what I mean? Like that'll be like the craziest thing ever. But I don't have an interest in seeing Carmelo Hayes fight that type of fight. It was still cool to see him be able to do it, but 30 minutes, my God. You know what I mean? Who remembers enjoying every single minute of a Triple H match that goes 30, 40 minutes, you know? Like they're good matches, but I don't need to see it when we see it all the time, you know?
And I feel like that's what was cool about Sammy and Ilya. Sure, they're not as athletic as a Carmelo Hayes, but they did let them wrestle their style, you know? And they were fun matches, even though they didn't go this long. But all in all, I do think SmackDown set up a lot.
It was good. It was really good. It wasn't like fantastic because they're still building stuff up, but it was good.
Let's pivot over to Raw.
There we go. I don't have as many notes on this.
No, I don't either. We started off with that Punk and Braun Breaker promo, and I remember us texting about it a little bit, but I didn't go back and look at our texts. When I re-looked at this right now before we started the show again, I just don't remember it. Like, I can't remember a single thing from that promo where I was like, you know, it's just your typical Punk coming out and saying, I'm the best in the world, prove you're the best in the world. I've seen a bunch of kids like you, all that bullshit. And then Braun Breaker saying, I'm the best in the world, or some bullshit like that. Literally every cookie cutter promo, which is fine. I'm very excited for their match. When this comes out, probably the night of. And I'm hoping Braun Breaker wins, but if he doesn't, I'm not. It's kind of felt like the Braun Breaker world title hype WWE killed. Like it feels like I'm not really as like Braun Breaker needs to win the title ASAP anymore. Like if it takes until Mania or SummerSlam, so be it, as Pusha T would say.
Braun Breaker is an interesting person because you can acknowledge how much growth he's had. While also being like, I'm not sure if he's ready. But I actually kind of differ from you a little bit to where I do remember some specific moments that I thought were actually pretty brilliant when Punk grabbed the title and laid it down in front of him. It was all, pick it up.
That was cool.
Pick it up. It's a lot heavier than you think it is. And him making it more so about the fact that like actually kind of shooting on him, saying what we're actually thinking. How they got there, couldn't tell you. What they said after that, couldn't tell you. But that's this specific moment where he goes, you are not ready. You might beat me, but you're not ready for this position. And it doesn't, in the way I took it was, even if I lose this match, you're going to crumble and someone's going to take that off of you. And that's probably going to be me. That's kind of the impression I get of Braun might be this physical specimen, but is he actually ready? That's Punk was bringing reality into it. Is Braun actually ready to be the guy of WWE, the gun going on Jimmy Kimmel, the one that, you know what I mean? Like that, is he ready to be that guy? I don't know. That's business though.
So can you see a world where Braun wins tomorrow and then
I don't think it'll be long though.
Punk? Do you think they just ban the
it'll be a feud?
Yeah,
it'll be a feud between them, and I think we might even see a rematch at the Rumble. And I don't know. I think Braun can shock the world and get that, because I do think Punk's getting old. If you got an opportunity to give a guy a +1 on his world championship, a +2, a +3, you know, because Jey Uso is a former world champ. That elevates his status, whether his run was good or not. People don't remember that. Someone coming into the product is going to be like, oh, former world champ. All right. No one's going to go back and like look at the WWE highlights from weekly, you know? So I think they need to start doing that with these guys. Whether we think they're ready or not, they need to start doing it with these guys. Let them fall on their ass. Take the title off of them at the Rumble. Take it off of them you know what I mean? Like there's so many routes they can go if it doesn't work. I'm more so put the title on Braun, see if it works. If it doesn't work, take it back.
What's kind of tough about it is we have a lot of opportunities for Punk to get a rematch. Between if he loses it right away, you could give him at Saturday Night's Main Event. You could give him at the Rumble. And then he's probably going to have a big match at Elimination Chamber in Chicago. So you got to give him all of those opportunities. Maybe he loses Monday, he loses at the Royal Rumble, and then he ends up winning Elimination Chamber for one last shot. I could definitely see them going with that storyline. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I know what it has to be. I know it's the business that they had to wait till today to do this match. But I just would have loved to see this match maybe 2 weeks ago when my excitement was a little bit more. I want to see Braun Breaker win the title. And now I just kind of, it could go either way and I'll be interested, but I'm not as like hyped and stoked and all of that.
I'll be
Jazz.
more so hyped or stoked afterwards. Like Elimination Chamber, I wish Elimination Chamber they would do the whoever wins the chamber gets the title thing more often. You know what I mean? Like that's always fun to me. Like remember when they had Cena put his
Yeah.
title up and he was the first one out?
That's
I
so
think it
cool when
was.
they do that.
Like
That kind of
when they do
reminds
that.
me. I forgot to say this when we were talking about SmackDown, but I think this would be the perfect year to do that for the United States Championship between
Put it
Ilya,
in the chamber.
Carmelo, Sammy, Fraxium, DIY, Tamatonga, Solo, Jacob Fatu, Damian Priest. That like there you could rattle off 15 guys, split up the Street Profits. That there's a lot of interesting angles. That reminds me, we kind of skipped on Aleister Black and Damian Priest. Can we touch on that really quick? Because I didn't think that match was that good, but
No.
I do think they would have benefited from Damian Priest losing, going away for a while, and turning heel because he's just so boring right now.
Yeah, I feel bad for Damian Priest. I'm getting 3MB vibes from him, where he's just kind of like, woo, just kind of just going along for the ride in this never-ending fucking feud with Aleister Black. For what it was, I liked it, but it very much so felt Vince McMahon era ambulance match. I wish they would have went a little more. I mean, it's so funny using AEW as a descriptive word to say what it should be more like. But I think it should have been more wrestling, you know? It should have been more technicality. I don't know if Priest is. I mean, me saying this is so stupid. I know Priest has been dealing with a fuck ton of injuries, which is why he's been. This streets say that's what the streets say. The streets are saying that he's been in this never-ending feud with Aleister, so he can kind of heal up a little bit and like focus on somebody, and they can work together. Because Priest has a lot of I think knee injuries and I think shoulder injuries. I don't know. I'm gonna look more into that.
Kind of old. Like that's just not gonna get better.
No. But I do think him being with someone like Aleister Black that can work with him a little safer. He doesn't have to do a whole bunch. He can sell more instead of having to do just the lifting and everything. And with all these smaller guys, like when he's feuding with Judgment Day forever, just throwing Finn Balor around, you know, like Finn Balor weighs 190 pounds. He's smaller than him, but he's still heavy. You know, I don't know. I wish Damian Priest the best, and something like an Elimination Chamber United States title thing would be fucking cool as shit. Even do two of them. You know what I mean? Do one number one contenders and then do another. You know what I mean? Who cares? They love to just.
But
throw
you got to do
us.
the women's. You got to do the women's.
That's true. And then do you do women's United States title or intercontinental? We do not. I am a card carrying member of the Cult of Venus. I am a feminist.
Okay.
But he's like, all right, man. All right.
I'm glad you pulled out the credentials on me.
But even like an IC title Elimination Chamber, an IC title one for the women as well, because Becky's doing a great job of building up that feud again. The IC title kind of means something for the women more than it does for the guys right now.
I would not want to see that because that would just turn into Becky Lynch and AJ Lee and Becky being scared of getting put in the fucking spider lock or whatever it's called. And then AJ Lee winning the title and going and talking about therapy on Raw. Like I just
or Becky concertos AJ Lee within the first minute and then just pins her and then they feud again in Mania. I don't know. The way it could go I see what you mean though. It's just going to be an AJ Lee and Becky Lynch cage match with extra people.
Like that's just a feud I'm not excited for either. And I know this is completely off topic, but like when they brought AJ Lee back, and I know there's other stuff that goes into it, like AJ Lee's schedule and stuff like that. But I don't care to see this match at Mania anymore. It's like a feud that's dragged on. Like if you think Aleister Black and Damian Priest is dragged, this is going another 3 months, 4 months if you want to see it at Mania.
Yeah, so like triple the time and 80% less matches.
Bro, yeah. I mean, at least Aleister and Damian were.
They've had 2 matches, right? She was in we're so off track, but yeah, that's something to keep an eye on though in 2026 is the AJ stuff. I do think they have the potential to make AJ Lee.
Wait, real quick. You gotta when you move your mic, it fucks up the audio.
Are we good now?
Yeah, we are. But when you move your mic, it like pops a bunch. Like it.
Shit.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Are you gonna edit that, or do you want me to just keep going?
Just keep going. I'm not gonna edit it.
All right, we'll keep going. We'll keep it going. We'll keep it going. But yeah, I don't know. The AJ Lee stuff, they have the potential and they have all of the stuff they need to make something good. But I don't know. I think a part-time schedule is not good for anybody that's as good and full-time like Becky Lynch is. I think abandon that. I know there's money there, but abandon it. unless
Yeah.
AJ can be here a little more frequently.
Yeah, I
Because she's
agree.
building
And
up rust again until her next match, and then it's just going to be another like her playing it safe type of thing too.
yeah, it's like it's not going to be a good match, right? Like I'm not expecting a 5-star AJ Lee Becky Lynch match. It'll probably be fun, 12 minutes, and then we'll move on. Like that, which is
Yeah.
fine. Wrestling matches can be that, and those can be enjoyable, but not for an 8-month feud. Like I just don't need that.
Yeah.
We have some interesting stuff going on in the main event of the women's division of Monday Night Raw. A very watered down women's division between Raquel Rodriguez, Stephanie Vaquer, and Nikki Bella. Obviously, Stephanie Vaquer retains on Raw, but I think this clearly sets up Raquel versus Stephanie at the Royal Rumble or Saturday Night's main event. Are you with me on that, or you think they're just going to completely drop this and move on?
I don't really care what they do either way. Like honestly, like I'm just like, what are we doing? I literally just to show you, like, I just think Raquel needs to just be in singles matches. They need to stop doing these triple threat matches. Triple threat matches need to warrant the stipulation, like WrestleMania, last year. Last year, New Year's. But yeah, like
I mean,
last
this
year,
one
that
kind
triple
of
threat match made sense. But like,
real quick,
it
this might
didn't
sound
do it, though.
stupid, but this is a very similar build to what WrestleMania was. Like, it's like Raquel's getting involved in a Nikki match. Nikki's involved in a Raquel match. It just sucks because it's 3 mid-carders going for a world championship, really.
Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot it was a title match. That's insane. Nikki Bella, honestly though, was the only part about the match that I thoroughly enjoyed. Weirdly, even though I know she botched a bunch of times, I don't even care. Her saying "thank me" when she has the STF on.
That was so good.
I'm like, okay, she's hilarious. She knows what she's doing. She's working the crowd. She's by the way, the only one that was getting crazy reactions the whole entire match. Like, say what you want about Nikki Bella, who's reacting out there to anything they're doing except for her? I don't know. I thought it was great. I'm like, you know what? Keep doing this. Just hit people with the "you can't see me." You know what I mean?
Like it's a funny
hilarious.
Gimmick.
It's a hilarious gimmick. Like the scorned ex-wife is so funny.
Karen,
so funny.
Karen, Nikki
like
Bella?
Literally, Karen Nikki Bella doing all of her ex-husband's moves. Hilarious. I think that's great.
I like what I saw from Raquel in this match, and I still think I would like to see a world title reign from her. And I think I would like to see her either dethrone Stephanie or win the Royal Rumble and fight Liv or Roxanne for the title. I could see Raquel beating Stephanie at Saturday Night's main event, and then Liv winning the Royal Rumble, and then we get Liv versus Raquel at WrestleMania. Easy math.
They're obviously setting up to that, I think. I mean, we say obviously, but we're like, obviously the Judgment Day are going to break up, and it's been 3 years now. Actually, longer than that.
Realistically, we're jumping the gun because next week we're going to talk more about Royal Rumble. But other than a Judgment Day girl and Bianca, and I guess Rhea and Io because they have a chance every year, is there anyone that's a real contender at winning the Royal Rumble?
Unless they Cody Rhodes it and bring in someone crazy that's like unsigned or whatever. But I don't think there's anybody that's a free agent. That's the AJ Lee situation there too. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you got a part-timer on there whose neck can't do it no more. Like, don't put these girls in this situation, like, I don't know. No, Tiffany, I don't see anybody. Tiffy time, that's for sure. I want to see messy Tiffany where she's getting into like personal life stuff again, because her versus Charlotte, even though that was like one of the shittiest WrestleMania matches in such a beautiful way, like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to see that messy Tiffany Stratton who chips her tooth, like, like, I don't know.
I do too.
I kind of miss it.
It'd be a fun gimmick to ride with, make her heel again, do all that. And her versus
Vicky
Jade
Guerrero type of voice.
Yeah, excuse me. Just a never-ending feud between her and Jade. Keep running it, honestly. There's a couple more things on this Raw. But before we talk about that, let's talk about the sponsor of the show. Boom Fantasy. You guys see that QR code in the top left of the screen. Scan that QR code and use code RTP to get a risk-free bet up to $100. We got playoff football starting this weekend, boys. Boom Fantasy is going to hook it up with the promos. So scan that QR code on the screen. You get a free bet up to $100. And it's the only betting platform where a 2-leg parlay could cash you out 1,000 times your money. Go ahead, John.
I was actually gonna show you guys just a risk-free bet here. When you log into the app for the first time, this will pop up for you. You can click either of these. I got some nice screenshots here. We got Boom Bingo, we got Pick'em, we got Pick and Spin, and we got Squad Ride. And Boom Bingo is extended through January. Get on it.
Oh, I didn't know that was a limited time thing. I got to stay on that.
Well, they said it was, and then I think it's been doing real well. I mean, you see those bets that keep hitting on the app too. They let you see what people have been doing, so I think it's been working out.
It's fun. The Boom Bingo, if there's a day with like a lot of basketball, or like next Sunday when there's going to be a lot of playoff football, I would definitely suggest doing that. You don't have to think as much, and you fire off 5 bingo cards and you hope one hits. That's the fun of betting. So go ahead, shout out our sponsor of our show. The next thing, did you have anything else you want to add?
Oh, about Boom? Actually, I was going to say you can use your first time bet, your $100 thing, right? You can use your first time bet with Boom Bingo as well. So if you're doing your Boom Bingo bets and you bet $100 with it and your shit hits, like that is crazy multiplier, and all that money's back in your pocket in the credits in the store too. So like you could even save that up if NFL isn't really hitting your money and you're like, I'd rather just bet on UFC coming up here pretty soon in the new year. You can just take that 100 and do the same thing over with UFC. It's really a no-brainer. Code RTP Boom Fantasy.
Shout out to sponsor the show. Easiest way to support us as well. Just getting that out there. Let's head over to the Austin Theory Rey Mysterio match. We both talked about this one. I think it was a very weird thing to do. I love Penta's return. No hate towards that whatsoever. But I just don't get why you would bring back Theory with all this hype and then kind of dead it by bringing back Penta in that. Like, why not even – like, you got to keep them separate. Theory could have fought anyone on Raw this week, I don't really get that. And
then we had the Logan Paul interference in this one, right?
Yeah, Logan Paul gets involved too.
I don't know. Like, if you're going to have Theory cheat, might as well also have him win.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or at least have Theory be the one to do it. Like, I'd be fine with that if Theory's beating Rey Mysterio's butt and then, like, takes off his mask to distract him and then roll up for the win. Like, that would even have been better than what happened. Like, Logan Paul cheating and then getting caught just looking like a dumbass. Wade Barrett tried to save it in the – I don't know if it was Wade Barrett, actually. It might have been Joe Tess, but I don't remember who was on. But they said that, like, oh, yeah, this is not so much about the win. It's about a bonding experience between the two.
That's some Wade Barrett
commentary. Yeah, I was gonna say it kind of sounds like it. Honestly, he puts a rhyme and reason to all the dumb shit that happens.
He's a goat.
Like that dude needs a fucking raise,
Yeah.
But anyways, like that whole thing pissed me off. The whole Logan Paul interrupting and just both of them just looking dumb. And then Penta coming out, that was cool. But like, they're Mexican. Get them together. The Mexican's going to help the Mexican, right? It has to be. Like, I don't know. It's like, I get the AAA stuff, and it just draws huge viewership having two of the biggest luchadors in mainstream media right now, It makes sense when it comes to business, but I don't know. It just seems like rinse and repeat to me. But Austin Theory can work, man. I'll say that, though. He wrestled a great match. He did nothing wrong. None of them did anything wrong. Everybody involved did everything right. Logan did a great job at what he was told to do. He did that safe. Austin did it safe. Ray looking great for 40. Actually, no, 50. I don't know. I like the wrestling, but it just doesn't make so much sense to me. But
yeah, I agree 100%. You killed that perfectly. The last thing on the show for Monday Night Raw, the Usos win the World Tag Team Champions versus Dragon Style, AJ Lee, whatever you want to call them. I was a fan of this, and I'm excited to see the Usos versus the Lucha Bros, the Usos versus Motor City Machine Guns, the Usos versus DIY, Fraxium. Throw anyone in there. I'm excited to watch the Usos fight them, honestly. Javon and Leon Slater versus the Usos. I mean, maybe that's where they're going with this. Javon and Leon Slaters get the Raw Tag Team titles from the Usos. Beating a legendary tag team to kind of cement themselves as goats,
Immediately, no build-up, just next week.
Saturday night's main event, another 15-minute or what was it, 12-minute, 8-minute match or something like that. No, it was like a 6-minute match last time. Yeah, so Where are you at with this though? I think I'm more pro Uso than you.
You definitely are. I just
Yeet.
don't get that much entertainment in the
Yeet.
actual wrestling of it,
Yeet.
but
Yeet.
they work great. They work
Yeet.
well with WWE. I actually liked the match. I will say. I'm the reason why I was like I genuinely didn't know who was gonna win.
Yeah.
It's
Those are
rare. And then as the match kind of started winding down, I was like, if they're going to have AJ's retirement tour, not probably won't be as elaborate as Cena's, but like if they're going to start that, they need to get him off of the tag team sitch. So I would like, if we're going this route, the Usos need to beat them again in the rematch because they had quite a few defenses. So I don't know. The Usos need to beat him again, and they beat him clean. Or I mean, Jay kind of acted like a heel. Did you see that? Like a little
Yeah,
bit. He kind of went with that little kick behind the ref's back, And then Jimmy was like, "Bro, come on, what are you doing, bro? Come on, let's just beat their ass the regular way." And then they're like, "You son of a bitch, you're right."
Yeah.
But Jay teasing that little heel turn, just the little nuggets of him being kind of a prick. I like it. Usos being heels going in against Lucha Bros would be kind of sick too. Roman comes back and turns both of them heel again. Like that would be the biggest twist. Is that all this time and they're just back where they started? I don't know. I like it. I'll see it out. There's nothing negative that I liked about what happened. All my negative feelings about the Usos are from the past, and I'm willing to forget about it and see where we're going now because they're both much different performers.
As much as I love Sami Zayn, as much as I love the idea of Roman Reigns, if I could pick one person to win the Royal Rumble this year, it would be AJ Styles. And for him to go on that run, and we get CM Punk versus AJ at WrestleMania. They would never do it in a billion, quazillion quesadilla years. But if I could pick one person, man, to get AJ Styles versus CM Punk for the world title at WrestleMania, oh man, like I think that would have me as an emotional mess.
I think regardless, we somehow need to see Punk versus Styles.
Yeah.
Regardless. And if that could be at WrestleMania or SummerSlam or even at the Rumble, I'm all in, man. Sorry, not AEW. Yeah, I think that needs to happen. Doesn't need to have the title on it. Could have the title on it. Maybe he wins the Chamber. Old man AJ beats everybody in the Chamber. Maybe he Money in the Banks it. You know what I mean?
I got an idea.
What do you think?
AJ Styles wins the Chamber, and then he turns heel the same night, and then he wins the title at WrestleMania because Travis Scott comes out, and then he decides to ruin wrestling and wrestle a bunch of boring matches.
And he sells his soul to Dwayne?
Yeah, but then we never see The Rock again.
But then Dwayne Johnson drives away in a limo and it blows up.
Cinema. Please. Cinema. Triple H, if you could hear us, please. No, but AJ Styles definitely is going to go on this retirement run. I think we definitely can see a singles match from him at Royal Rumble because that's such a synonymous place with AJ Styles, being that he had his debut there, yeah. John Cena matches
his return, his debut.
So let's get something. Maybe if Punk beats Braun, we get Punk AJ at Royal Rumble, which, bro, don't even get me started.
Punk AJ at Royal Rumble, non-title singles match would be incredible. I don't think Punk has an Iron Man match in him left, but Punk AJ Iron Man match, like straight wrestling, would be sick. However, I think that would end with like Punk collapsing in the entrance tunnel like Undertaker after getting beat by Brock, him just collapsing. Like I don't know. But something just real sick. Just like a cool ass match. Put a stipulation on it. Who cares?
2 out of 3 falls. Make it wrestling focused.
2 out of 3. Yeah, something old school. Maybe like a no, I don't like that. I was gonna say a bull strap match or the strap match.
Submission match. They would do
a submission match. Actually, would be sick.
Haven't seen one of those. When do you think the last submission match was?
2000. No, actually, I think it was sooner than that. It was like a Ronda Rousey era thing, right? 2015 or like
that's
2009.
A great pull. I think Ronda Rousey definitely had.
Or was it like Cain Velasquez era? It was the MMA rules match, which was submission, chokeout, or knockout. I think that technically would count as that's not a straight submission match though against Shayna Baszler.
Dude, you would never in a million years guess who the last submission match was.
Who was? Okay, let me guess. It was Tozawa versus I don't know who.
I want to make sure that this is submission match.
Was it like Ryback or something?
This
Like
is a submission match, bro. It was fucking Tiffany Stratton and Thea Hale in NXT. Main
that's so
roster.
random.
Yeah, Tiffany Stratton submission match. Let Shawn Michaels cook. But the last main roster one was Becky Lynch, Natalia. And the last one with the men on the main roster was CM Punk versus The Undertaker, WWE Breaking Point 2009.
CM Punk versus dude, we're onto something. Triple H likes his callbacks. If CM Punk was in the last submission match, main roster, with the guys, because Triple H doesn't acknowledge. Actually, it's so untrue. Triple H is the only reason the divas and the women have any sort of platform. I'm just gonna defame this man and say that he doesn't care about the women wrestlers. But no,
Since
that would be sick.
2010, women have had 3 of the 4 submission matches.
It's pretty sick, and that's honestly probably Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Definitely, for sure. Yeah, it's Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Tiffany Stratton. So,
Well, that's their girls.
Let's head over to AEW. Was there anything else on Raw you wanted to hit?
No, not at all. Raw was kind of.
I think Oba fights tomorrow or Tuesday on NXT. I think he loses the title and he debuts at the Royal Rumble. That's the last WWE thing I had. I think that's where we're going.
I think he's going to keep the title for the Rumble just so that you can have the visual of him with the title in the Rumble. I think he's going to vacate the title. I think they're going to have Oba vacate and then move up. I think him losing is just too obvious. Him losing after having the vignettes on, what was it, SmackDown?
It wouldn't be obvious, though, because, correct me if I'm wrong, I think he's fighting Leon Slater, who's a TNA talent. So
I know they love TNA. I don't think they're going to give someone from TNA the...
I don't either.
But did Leon get hurt? Or it just looked like he did when he landed weird? I saw a clip.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like I haven't seen a Leon match in a minute, but I haven't been watching TNA lately. I did watch AEW this week, though. And
AEW was good. I thought it was really good.
Solid.
That new title's looking nice. I like that.
Triple B?
And him having someone to take his jacket off, he's such a dick. Like
he's bro.
He's so good. He's so good.
MJF is everything what a wrestler should be, bro. He is just the perfect, like, no glaze. I'm not trying to kiss ass or anything, but he's really
right now, dude. You're like blushing right now. He's the best heel in the world. He's the best. He's just
he got money in my pocket, bro. I'm really excited because I think we're gonna get MJF versus Swerve on TV. I think we're gonna get MJF versus Hangman on TV and Joe because well, I'm gonna get to that because I know where you're going. The next AEW pay-per-view, unless they plan something, isn't until March. So I think we have to fill that time so we could get MJF versus Kenny Omega at Revolution, which is a pay-per-view that I'm happy to say I will be attending because it's in Los Angeles.
Ooh, are tickets still sold out on that? When is Revolution?
I haven't bought mine yet, so if you want to go, I'll be happy to.
What time? What time of year?
Saturday at night.
Saturday at night. When is it? Let's see.
March something.
That's a strong possibility. You let me know when you're buying those tickets, and I'll hop on that.
Yeah.
Or it could be a business expense.
No. I'm still your boss, buddy.
hey, buddy, hammer down. Buddy, hammer down.
No, just because.
I'm kidding. Thanks to Boo Fantasy, we're going to Revolution.
Yeah, now, and who knows? Maybe you'll see us at Revolution. No, it's because we have a lot of people going. Like I know, like 6 people who want to go to this show. So
I mean, if Revolution is even half as good as last year was, it's gonna be worth every fucking dollar.
And I was there last year, so I could attest to that perfectly. But yeah, I'm excited, and I hope that we get MJF versus Kenny Omega title versus career at Revolution this year. Please, Tony Khan, if you could hear me, please make this happen. I would love to see this because I think either of them would be the perfect opponent for Ospreay at All In, for Ospreay to win his first title in Wembley. Like that's all I'm planning for.
Ospreay needs to win Wembley. I think that's I think we both agree on that. And then Kyle Fletcher not far behind.
2026 year of Ospreay, 27 year of Fletcher. But I think like Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay, all in Wembley. Give them an hour to have a match. Bro, you're going to get cinema.
AEW 17 kickouts and they go to time limit draw.
That's it. That's it.
That's it. That's all we got. And they get 2 titles. They just bring out a second one. They go, here you go. I really think the lights out match is going to be awesome too. It's a weird idea, it being a tag match, which I don't know.
Man, I was so mad because
is going to be who's his partner. Is it a tag match or is it it's a tag match, right? It's Hangman and Swerve versus Samoa Joe and
no, not Samoa Joe versus Hobbs and Hook.
Hobbs and Hook. Sorry, Samoa's kind of minimal. I'm gonna send my lackeys in there and do it.
So dumb. And I like the whole time that they were doing tag team moves and stuff, you were ringing in my ear when I think it was like a week ago after the World's End match, and you were like, it's so nice that they finally gave up on them being a team and like loving each other and they just hate each other now.
And then now
they're fucking tag teaming, bro. Just fucking end it. Just give it up. Tony Khan, if you could hear me, please.
He still has his burning house as his Titantron, as his Jumbotron. Like what are we doing? Like imagine it's like his Titantron is just all of the clips of Adam Page making him bleed. And they're like, we're boys still.
It's like his fucking Titantron's him fucking his mom, you know? And it's like,
all right, we're cool with this still.
Yeah.
Like, this is good stuff. Yeah. It makes no sense to me. This is a forever feud. This is something that shouldn't have happened for years if they ever were going to do it.
It's not a forever feud anymore, bro. It's cooked. This was supposed to be the modern Rock Austin, and now these motherfuckers turn into the Usos, bro. Like, what are we doing?
We're going to get tribal tats? Yeah. It's just oh, my God. Over, under... Hangman Adam Page as a joke gets cornrows at some point, just to like think of kind of Vince McMahon era style joke.
They need fucking Hangman to walk out with Swerve and doing the fucking Prince Nana dance. Like that's just what we're turning into.
If we're gonna do it, then do it. You know what I mean? If we're gonna do it, at least give us some viral clips.
I got a question. When they're in the ring together, who seems like the bigger star?
Hangman.
You think so? I think it's Swerve still, bro. But maybe that's my fandom talking.
I think it's Hangman just because that's how they present him. He's got the gold. He always has the big moments of the, he's the guy who got Mox tap out. I think it's just Hangman because that's how he's presented. I think they're at the point where depending on how they present them is who you're going to perceive them as bigger. Because I think they're right there and they're just taking turns. So no one gets stale. As soon as Hangman starts getting stale, they're going to push Swerve. As soon as Swerve starts getting stale, they push both. Right now, they're both hot, but what's happening is they're pushing both, which they should not have done. Because now, if they both sneak out the John, who's going to come in? You know what I mean? Like
Samoa Joe. It's just their main event.
Yeah, Samoa Joe, who says he wants to retire soon. So it's like, what are we doing?
Terrible. It's just I hate that part of the show, but being able to get these matches with MJF for the title is going to be super exciting. We got a lot of fun matches on the show as well. But I think the other major highlight, the major story beat, was Willow Nightingale versus Mercedes Moné, ending in a Mercedes Moné loss to her losing the title. You know where I want this to go is Mercedes beats Statlander because I fucking, as a wrestler, hate Chris Statlander. Like I just am not at all.
Fair enough. I love it when Mercedes Moné loses. I think it's hilarious because she's so good at selling a loss. Like she's such a sore loser, kind of like Kyle Fletcher. I want Kyle Fletcher to be champion just to see him lose it because you just know it's going to be so good. They're so good at selling that. They're such pompous assholes that when they really lose, they like throw a fit. And I think that's awesome. I think having heels like that are great. And I think Mercedes Moné is really, really good at that.
I agree.
Seeing her lose is so funny, and she does it so well. It's like such a niche professional wrestling thing that you don't see in other sports because people don't throw a fit like that often. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like in real sports, and when they do,
they just throw a helmet.
So like it's always like, oh my god, that guy definitely someone check on his wife. It's those weird moments, but I love it. I love those moments of seeing them throw hissy fits about like losing a fight.
I agree. I think that was a fun part of the show. Was there anything else that AEW you wanted to touch on?
No.
Let me
actually, no. Tony Storm and Orange Cassidy. Yeah, I'm loving that. I love it. I think Toni Storm, she had one of the best matches of the year, and now she's doing funny stuff, and it works because she does it with conviction. And Orange Cassidy's hilarious too. She's like, "There's nothing sexual about this at all." And then she just eats the orange, and it's like, okay, this is so stupid. But like,
This is
also,
wrestling.
she's literally like bigger than Orange Cassidy. It's hilarious. She looks like she has more muscle than him. She looks like they would not be good seesaw partners. Like, you know what I mean? And she's not big by any means, but like I didn't realize how small Orange Cassidy was until I saw him next to Toni Storm. I don't
It's
know.
definitely
It's funny.
it's fun. It's what like you kind of need in the middle of a show. Moxley and Josh Alexander had a great match. I'm really thinking Josh Alexander's kind of coming into his own as a character and as a wrestler in AEW, which is cool to see because in TNA he was that guy, and it's kind of taken a while. I noticed that especially on Collision this week, but Collision was ass. Other than that, there was just nothing good at all. I didn't even really get through it. Let me
Mox doing
touch.
his babyface stuff is good too. Really liking that.
Yeah, yeah. All the promos are cool, and it's like I'm so badass. Look at me, I'm
Yeah.
Moxley. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna sit on fucking
Just don't
stairs.
choke me, because I
Yeah,
might come or tap out.
either or. Either way, I'm sitting on stairs.
If he's a heel, he taps out. If he's a babyface, he's like, because he likes
Oh, dude. Kyle O'Reilly is his fucking dream match right now. Then,
it. He's like, hey Kyle, do you got any more of those chokers?
yeah. When are you returning? By the way, I can send the text. New Japan had a very big show this week. We saw the retirement of Tanahashi versus Okada in a very good match. I thought it was a little overhyped from reviews I was reading online, but it was definitely a good, fun match. And I think a lot of people may be a little bit more privy to that style and enjoy that style. But we had our early match of the year contender between Takeshita and Yoda Tsuji. I'm going to guess that's how you pronounce his name.
Nailed that shit, I
Yoda
think.
Tsuji Marlowe. So that man versus Takeshita, just a banger. If you guys need something, if you guys hit Monday Raw, Tuesday NXT, Wednesday Dynamite, Friday SmackDown, Saturday Collision, and still are like, I want some more wrestling, check out Japan this week. You could find it online, deep on the dark web. You could watch that. I would definitely recommend checking out at least those two matches. I didn't watch the whole Japan show, but those two matches made up the last hour of the show. So I would definitely recommend checking those out.
I did not watch it, but I'm gonna watch it now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to find the match on YouTube. I mean, it sounds like a banger. Takeshi as always.
Dude, Takeshita, I don't want to spoil it too much, but he hits a Blue Thunder Bomb off the top rope. Like I've never seen anybody do that as a Blue Thunder Bomb fan enjoyer.
Yeah, and then Sammy always gets kicked out at 2.
Yeah, that's 2 count. It should be a finish.
It's such a crazy looking move too.
I don't know how it's no one's finisher.
I was watching Cena versus AJ, for some reason, and him hitting the Blue Thunder Bomb, but just doing the UFO slam, where he just throws him. That's even like a sick version of the move too, where you just hit him with that and you just keep throwing him so they rotate, kind of like Obafemi's F5, where he just throws them.
Yeah.
And just keeps them spinning. Like, I love it. I love the Blue Thunder Bomb, and people kicking out of it sucks, but it's cool seeing people actually kind of respect the move anywhere but WWE.
Hey, that was some good wrestling. Be sure to stay tuned. If you made it this far, we'll leak our newest video. Our video after this one coming out on Wednesday is our top 15 matches of 2025. So if you enjoyed this and you made it 53 minutes into our episode, I promise you're going to enjoy that episode because that episode is a banger. I've been RTP Ant. Next to me, my boy John. Shout out the sponsor of the show, Boom Fantasy. We out. John, anything else you want to say, my brother?
Nothing at all, except for the fact that Wednesday is going to be a banger episode. So you make sure you tune in, please. Thank you very much, and Happy New Year to you all.
Enjoy wrestling. We out. Good.